Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Trust Truck coming at you here. We are here. We just got back done. Oh, dear Lord. We just got finished taking a shower here at the Chattanooga Tank Wash. I got here Monday after I unloaded, dropped my trailer here. Today is now Wednesday. I don't load until tonight, which kind of stinks. Basically had 48 hours off sitting up here. I didn't want to waste, since there's so much wasted time on this week, I didn't want to drive all the way back to Atlanta and then have to drive back up here to Chattanooga. I didn't want to waste the fuel. I mean, I could have PC'd down, PC'd back up because I'm bobtail. I mean, my trailer's here to tank wash. I mean, I could have done that, but oh well. But it's Wednesday morning. I'm gonna get up here and I'm going to hook my trailer up and then go to where I need to load tonight at. And then I will take me another 10-hour break. So basically, you know, only thing I'm driving is about 30 miles today. They'll come in tonight, they'll load me tonight, but usually it's like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning before you get out. So that kind of stinks. But we're gonna show you a little bit here of you know, what happens. As y'all can see, you can almost see my view of my drop visor, but of course the camera's on my head, so it's up a little bit higher. But I actually have my seat all the way down, so I can see the tops of the trailers right there. But we're going to show you what to look for. I got my new IFTA stickers, but I want to wait till it warms up a little bit before I put them on. As you can see, it's almost 9 o'clock, and see how the weather looks. But when you hook up to a trailer, this is what you do when you hook up to a trailer at a tank wash. Of course, I've got my 4-ways on. I've already checked all my stuff while I was out there, but put my trusty gloves on. This is a washout ticket. Washout tickets are usually on the front of your trailer. These are on the front of your trailer like this. So first thing you do, make sure you got the right trailer. You go, you'll get your washout ticket. You'll make sure, M. Gibson, make sure it's yours. Make sure they washed it out. Double check it. I'm not gonna open it up because I got gloves. I've already looked at all this and I've already scanned a copy of this in, because I actually scanned my tank wash tickets in. That way, if something happens, you drop a trailer at a plant, something happens to the washout ticket, you've got a copy. So if they call you, say, hey, what happened to the washout ticket? It was on the front of the trailer. Then you can actually, I can email them a copy of it right then and there. I can say, okay, well, what's your email address? I'll send it to you, or I'll fax it to you, because I've got a toll-free fax number and everything on my truck too. So that's the first thing you check out. Always check this out. Make sure you have the right washout ticket for the right trailer. Okay, then you hook up your lights, of course. Check your lights. Let me go ahead and release the trailer brakes. Know the lights are good. Now, our trailers have an automatic dump valve here. You pull it to release air, drop the trailer, push it in to raise them up. Always make sure that's pushed in when you go to leave, because I'll usually drop it whenever I drop it in a tank wash. That way it's got more fall. Even though they have a jockey truck, I still want to make sure it's got fall. That way when they're washing it, if they drop it in a bay and they're not hooked up to a jockey truck, make sure it's got as much fall as it can. But raise those up so you're not, when you leave, you don't forget when you leave, you're beating the thing to death. Okay, now we actually lock our hose tubes because people try to steal hoses. Now I will show you what I had. I've already checked all this out yesterday, but I'm going through it today. Unlock this bad boy. Put my keys back on my belt. Okay. Now the way I do it, we had two 2-inch hoses, two 2-inch hoses in each tube. But when I use it, I only had to use one hose. So I took the extra clean hose out of this one, put it in that one. That way all those are clean hoses, lock that one up. When I got to the tank wash here, I let them know I had one hose, and I did this right here. I opened this up, stuck it like that. That way there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's a dirty hose. Now, how to tell dirty hoses? Generally, if it's capped, it's dirty. Generally, you want your clean hoses left like this. So as you can see, it's still got some water from where they washed it. And now that I'm hooked up to the trailer, you can see it's got fall, so all the water is running down. You want your hose to dry out. It's not gonna dry out if you have a cap on it. Now, when I come here and looked at my trailer yesterday, it was just like, well, they put the lock back on it like that, but they didn't lock it. Okay, so I opened it up. I'm thinking, okay, they washed it. Open it up, looked in, I saw the cap on it. I'm like, that's not good. So first thing I did, I pulled this up, and I'm like, you smelled the cap? All you could smell was the chlorine stabilizer. As you can see, we still keep getting water. Water still keeps trickling down slowly and surely here. So that told me it may not be clean. Now granted, the chlorine stabilizer, when you cap it, it's gonna trap all the fumes and everything else in it. It's not gonna vent, not gonna clean, but it's just still, if it's clean, you still shouldn't smell it. So I had to grab my hose, put it on the back of my truck, go up there, have them wash it out. Which, hey, this happens all the time. I mean, they can be mistaken and think they got it, but they didn't. Different guy coming, they did get pulled in right there around shift change. So, I mean, it could have been an honest mistake. But you always want to check your hoses. Don't ever take off without checking your hose to make sure your hoses are clean. My driver, we found that out on the very first day that I trained them and gave him his refresher course. We found that yes, the stuff was, the trailer still had product residue in it. The valve steer hill had residue in it. Also, since this is that chlorine real strong smell, you want to smell the valve. Don't smell anything. Now granted, we normally leave this open and let it vent dry, but since you see the weather, the roads are nasty, I don't want back spray channeling back up into it, so I will close it and leave it open. I'll leave the valves open, that way any water can run off and drain. Now I know those 3 hoses are clean because they were clean when I picked up the trailer. Another thing, on your way up, I see landing gear down, go ahead and roll landing gear up. Because I will have to say, I have made an honest mistake. I did that, and then I turned around, something caught my attention. I went back to the back of the trailer, and I looked, I'm like, crap. I forgot to roll the landing gear up. As soon as I went to move, I felt a little resistance. I'm like, oh crap, landing gear. And I came back out. But what if it's just up just enough? Luckily, this one wasn't up that high. But what if it's up just enough when you back underneath it that you didn't feel any kind of tension, like how this is a rough driveway, but then you go to leave and then there's a hump. The next thing you know, you rip your landing gear out. So go ahead and hit that first. It's not gonna hurt you to go ahead and hit your landing gear first, so that way you don't forget. You always come up here and you check your trailer. Now I had this bleed off open because I vented the trailer out over at the property. We're not allowed to vent where we unloaded at in Conyers, so you have to go to a separate lot to vent it because of the fumes. Had to go to a drop lot out in the parking lot, vent it out there. But now when I came, vent was open, airline was off, so I put the airline on it. This was like so. Your tank washers are generally leave it ear open like this so that it can vent, because a lot of them they wash with hot water, steam. So this helps the condensation vent out. Helps the trailer breathe so you don't have a buildup of condensation, because if you close it, and they don't dry it, you're gonna have all that steam and hot air in there. You're gonna build up condensation in the trailer. So they usually leave it ear cracked. Always go and look inside. Make sure everything's good. So we're good to go. I've already checked it out yesterday and we were good. So then what I'll do, I'll crack, put it down, tighten one ear, and as you can kind of see, it's lifting up that side over there. You want to do it just enough so that you can get like a finger, just barely get a finger in. That gives it a little room to breathe, so as you're driving, it's breathing and it vents the trailer out. I've already checked my washout caps. You check your washout caps, you check your washout caps, you hit those with hammers, make sure they're tightened. So make sure you do that, and I already checked all this yesterday where I was checking to see if the trailer was clean, so that's something I do. So you always check that stuff out. I've already walked by, checked all the tires, I did all that yesterday. This is just showing you what you do for a trailer. Showing you what you need to do on the hookup of a trailer. And I guess that light's gonna freak out, so eventually I'll probably have to get another one of these lights. Luckily I'm on this trailer, so I'll get one of those while I'm on at a truck stop, change that out, and then we're good to go. But other than that, you always check your washout slips and you check that stuff like that. So these are some of the things that you look for, y'all. And that is it. That is what we do, y'all. That is what it is like for checking out your trailer when you're dealing with trying to find out if your trailer is clean. Y'all hold on just one second, I'll be right back. Okay, there we are, see? Whew. Yeah, the hair's all up. Yeah, like I said, I took a shower, y'all. Anyway, we hope everybody got a little bit of things to look for. Not much, but all you tanker haulers that are wanting to get into tanking, who don't know about tanking, these are some of the things that you do check, and you make sure you check. Because if the trailer's not clean, you take that trailer back up to the tank wash, that this trailer still has residue, this trailer's not clean, and they'll have to rewash it for free. So it's always good. Like, I knew I wasn't gonna leave out till this morning, but they washed it Monday night or Monday afternoon. So I checked it yesterday. That way, if it wasn't clean, they had time to do it. Excuse me, before I left this morning. So always think ahead. It's like the hose. I had to take the hose back and have the hose, you know, washed again just to make sure, because it still had a smell to it. So they ran fussed through hot water, and now we're good. We just got to get that water out of it. But you have time to do it, because if you wait till the last minute and then you leave, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna get it. I know it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get there. I load. I got just enough time to get there to the customer. You don't want to do that, because like that, I had to have the hose back. How much can that slow you down? Now, what if your trailer has to be rewashed? Now you're hosed even more, because now they may not be able to get you in a bay for an hour to rewash it. Then that may take an hour. So always check your trailers as soon as you can to find out. That way, if it needs to be done that same night, if you happen to notice it, get there that day, you happen to notice they bring it in, you're not leaving till the morning, get a flashlight, go out there and check it out. You know, about an hour after they're done with it, that way it has time for it to settle down. The steam has time to settle down where you can actually look. Because sometimes when they first pull it out and it's steamy, you can't really see it that good. They can't really see it that good unless they physically dry it with an air dryer before they pull it out. So always check, work smarter, not harder. We hope everybody has a good, safe day. We will see you on the next video, y'all. Peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.